our group, and we should be good. Waiting for a magical button to come up. There we go. Okay, hey, what's ever up, everybody? Grateful to see you. Give us a big wave or throw a five in the chats below. It's super grateful and fun to have you on here today. Welcome to now what was before known as Tactical Tuesday. And I'll explain a couple things that we're doing. But we are going to, moving forward, call this our Team Huddle. Why? Well, first, we have a global team, so it's not Tuesday everywhere, right? If you're international, it could be Wednesday morning for you. So that's a little bit of a misnaming. But number two, also, we made some decisions on as we scale into the next phase, how do we make sure that all of us are able to upgrade our businesses, upgrade everything, align, be most efficient and most effective in everything? And how do we do things, right? So I want to explain a couple of those things today. We're also going to hear from Miss Alyson Brittain, who just hit what's called Gold Epic or Gold Club Epic or Epic Club Gold, one of those things. And if Fran's available, by the way, I just saw she snuck in right before with a flyer that she too achieved this Epic Gold Club as well too. Yeah, exactly. So we need to talk about that as well. And the main mission is how do we help the entire team be able to do the same thing? Okay. So to give some background, it's fun because when you get started in your business, we all get started the same way, which is by ourselves, me, myself, and I. And how about you? But when you start to think about growing your business, at least I thought this way. I don't know if you guys thought this way. I honestly thought, would anyone ever join my team? Would anyone ever actually do this with me? Or I must be the only crazy one. And I remember one day my mentor, his name is Elvis, he was just hanging out with us. We're still good friends today. Um, the other day, and I remember he showed me his back office in the beginning. And here I am, a broke college student, 19 years old, never really did anything with my life at that point besides study. And I remember Elvis shared with me his back office tree view. And you know, all I remember was he had to zoom out and it was a bunch of bubbles. And I'm like, wow, all those people are in your team? Is that even possible? He's like, yeah, if you just keep on doing what we're doing, follow the systems, and you too can do that. And I partially believed him and partially did it. I don't know if you guys resonate with me on that, but I'm like, all right, let's go see how it is. And I remember full circle, and it wasn't overnight, but you start to build this business and you follow the systems. And we have an amazing business. Okay. Let me describe our business in three phases for you guys. I was just talking with Alyson about this earlier today and Danielle. We're just mastermind lots of things. But high level, and I think this will be really helpful for all of your minds to kind of have an expectation because we have new people, we have people that have been around for a couple of months, and we have people who've been around for longer. Okay. There's three phases of our business. This is straight from John Wadsworth, our owner's mouth. Phase one is you launch your business. Phase one is your first 30-ish days. Phase one is when you are taking our done for you systems. We have a launch system. Who here's used our updated onboarding that's done with you, right? A bot, it's walking you through, join this group, make your launch post, join the launch, like it's getting you connected, right? And the purpose of phase one is how do we help put money in your pocket as quickly as possible? And we're very confident for the average person that if they follow this phase one system that's posting twice a day, that's going with our scripts and boards, that's being able to make some good upfront money with selling the products. We lead with the drops. And now, like what Dr. Plant says, we have a drops and then we have accelerators. By the way, besides the drops, drop in the chat, what's your next favorite product? Maybe it is your favorite product, but what about for you? What's your other favorite product besides using the drops? I think for me, it'd be, gosh, that's a really tough question. But I use Renew religiously. Noni, Elite, Pure Nourish, Noni, Restorex, Core Cleanse. Alyson loves that explosive experience. Absolutely. So Noni and everything. Elite, Glycotrol, aka Sugar Stop, depending on mark. They're great. Right. So we have our drops and then we have an accelerator product. And it's kind of like one of those things that you can get in debates on all day, but there's many great ones. So you use an accelerator product or accelerator products. If you go to Pam Middleton's home It's all Partner Co. everywhere. Like literally, you shower with Partner Co. You eat with Partner Co. You go to lunch with Pam. Shout out, by the way, when you talk about somebody that lives and she's a product of the product. We were just doing the first ever Super Saturday in NorCal. So shout out to everyone in Northern California. We're out for lunch, and guess what Pam does? She literally brings around a little tub and she puts her sugar stopper glycotrol in there. She has another pill case for all of the pills that she's using. And before she eats, she religiously makes sure that her and her hubby Steven take sugar stop. And here I am feeling all guilty. I'm like, gosh, I need to up my game, you know? So we have amazing accelerator. She is a legend, absolutely, you know? So makes sense why she is as healthy as she can be and she's reverse aging. The products work, right? So we have that. But in phase one, it's helping you launch your business primarily through people that you know. That's called your warm market acquaintances. And people will be able to make 500, 1,000, $2,000 if they do it every day, if they're consistent and committed with a little bit of part-time effort. Okay. Who here in your first month of your business made a check of some type? Give me a wave or put a me in the comments. Like the systems work. They absolutely do, and we're always getting them better and always iterate. Yeah, it's like it works. Tell me another by the way, no other company has that. That's the hardest thing. Many people don't last that first month. Phase one is that, but then phase two is super important. Phase two is now when you start to duplicate and mentor. Phase two is now let's go either convert some of these customers to become a partner and show them what you just did, or let's just go partner with others. Let's go and we'll talk about that today with how to get more excited partners as well too. There's a skill set to that, right? We tell you start to enroll and start to duplicate. As a part of that, when you go ultimate is phase one goal. And then you enroll these two people, phase two goal, and then you start to duplicate that. You now start to have some leverage, some scale, some duplication. You now are becoming more of a leader. You're now upping your skills to not just manage your time, but navigate, helping build with other people too. And I believe some of the most valuable and most fun parts of our profession are unlocked because it's not just about what you want now, it's about what we want. And it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Who here has enrolled at least one teammate in your career? Put a one in the comments. It doesn't matter what they're doing, right? Like, but have you enrolled someone? Right? That's a process, right? And sometimes we're going to enroll someone there. They run right out the gates. Sometimes you enroll someone else, they're not. I think about a Sheila Tangwe, and she got started with Alyson right when she launched her business. And if you heard her testimony, she was like, I don't need any questions. I'm just going to go do this and hit senior vice president. And then you have a Matt and Jolene who are awesome. They're amazing, but they took some time and they got started with the product and started to ease their way in. And then Matt just won the Body Balance Challenge, went a trip to Maui. They're both vice presidents. So people are going to have different parts where they're going to lean in and lean out, right? That also currently unlocks you to what's called the Millionaire Mentorship. Who here's a part of that? Like, what a fun, fun group to be a part of, which will probably pivot very soon to something that corporates actually they're basically gonna adopt it and make it even take it to the next level, right? So you're gonna see this. So with that, you're then going to go to phase three. Phase three is where you learn some skills of content creation. You learn how to market yourself. You learn how to create a brand and attract people that you don't know that become your raving fans. And then you continuously have sources of business that will never run out, no matter what it is or where it is you are in the world. Okay. So there's three phases in our business. Start to think for ourselves, where are we right now and where can we get better? So if you're still with me on that, put a 3 in the comments below. And all of our systems are backing that and it's helping with that as well too. All right. So very cool. Okay. So from top down now, what's really exciting is I will tell you that our team, this team in itself, the reason I started all that is our own business. Me and Becky, for 17 years, we've been in this profession. It's been through, we know what everyone here goes through because we've been through every single person's shoes. And now it's gotten to the point where it's like, all right, our organization is scaled in really fun ways. Now we're global. Now we're everywhere. We have friends pretty much. You throw a rock somewhere, you can go find them, you know, which is super, super fun. But we also always want to make sure, how do we serve better? And how do we make sure we can celebrate you and your future teammates? How do we recognize you and your teammates? How do we equip you and your teammates so that you can accelerate in your business and your goals a lot better? Okay. So what we decided to do is North America, there has been an IPA call, income producing activity call. It's every morning in North America. And they've run this for a couple of years. We first started plugging in with them, and then we started to do our own because we had different systems in place. Now, though, we've decided that there's this thing called the Epic Club. Pam, did you have a comment question? Or are you just excited? Okay, cool. I saw your hand raised. Awesome. Pam, you can always share something, by the way, if you ever want to share something. Okay. So, what we decided to do is we are now moving into a chapter 2 of growth. And this deals with all around the world. This is kind of how it's been. I'm very excited. It's been fun. North America has been the market that kind of leads the charge. Kind of makes sense because we're housed and we're headquartered in North America. But a couple of years ago, we launched out in chapter 1 of Partner Co. And we had this thing called Catalyst Club, and then it crushed and it did amazing. The Slenderized system of growth came from that. And then that movement started to spread around the world, including our Aussie family and everywhere, right? Today, I just enrolled someone in Europe, for example. So this has been traveling now everywhere. Now, I will say then other markets like Australia, they crushed it. Who here remembers when Australia really picked up this last year and it was just like, oh my gosh, who are these people? Like they're doing amazing things and they still are, right? Now it's settling back where North America has initiated this thing called Club Epic, which if you're excited about this, throw Epic in the comments below. It's been fun. Okay. So with this, I got lunch and we've been working on this for a long time with corporate. And it's working. It's working. You know it works when everybody knows exactly what to do and they're moving. And the concept is really simple. Go ultimate if you're not ultimate, and then you earn a PXP ticket. Go ultimate and enroll 2. Does that sound familiar, by the way? Going ultimate and enrolling 2 people? Because we're basing it off the things that we iterated this thing, right? So we know what works. Like trust the plan. It absolutely works. But we're giving more incentive for people to do the things in the right sequence, right? Enroll 2, and then you earn extra credits. Enroll 4 and be ultimate, then you're in the Epic Gold. Enroll 8, then you're in Epic Diamond. And there's various promos and types of stuff that are in these that are amazing of recognition and celebration and VIP treatment. Okay. So we rolled this out and it caught so much buzz. Our launch call on this on Monday morning. Imagine anywhere in the world, if you had a call Monday morning, start of the week, 7:15 a.m. Pacific, 10:15 a.m. Eastern. We maxed out at 1,000 lines on the launch Zoom before we even started the call. And the replay itself already has probably 3,000 to 4,000 views on it. So you're talking about a movement that has caught the market by storm, and thousands of people are aligned with this, and people are running right out of the mix. We had teammates already qualify in the first day, and it just launched. And I'll bring up Alyson and Fran in just a bit to talk about that. Okay. I do want to let you know this is now, we've already talked with Katie Holt-Larson. We've been collaborating with her on this. And we've been talking with John Wadsworth. And one question that I have, because I'm always advocating for all of our teams, right? I'm like, what about other markets like in Australia? How do we do this? Well, John's very excited about this idea. And Katie Holt-Larson's like, I'm already working on it. So we're working on expanding this Club Epic to around the world, actually, because it's working super, super well. So give ourselves all this team that really led the charge because it's everything we've been doing that this would not have worked if this team did not lean into the things that we've been doing already. So we have basis to be able to pitch corporate basically. And thank God for an amazing partnership with corporate. They're down and lean in. This is what I will say, because I want our entire team, I will promise you this, no matter what the winnings are, I challenge everybody to play the game, to go ultimate and roll 2, 4, 8. Because if you play this game in the next 90 days, all of our businesses are going to explode. Okay. I will commit this though to those going to the Macau PXP. Even if corporate doesn't do anything, which I'm sure they will, because corporate's like that. But if they don't, I will personally be doing something special for the teammates that are going to PXP Macau that are qualified for the Epic Club. At the very least, the ultimate in 2 enrollments. If not, we'll do something special and we'll make sure that it's something that is epic. And you know how we are. Whenever we do something, we tend to want to outdo the other things. I felt a little bit we did an officer and above event for Destin, Florida, and we had like an Alyson Brittain there, for example, and Vanessa Fielden was there, and I'm missing someone that's in my mind right now, but that qualified. It was great. We had to sit down, Cassie. Yeah, we had to sit down with um, with Darren and Katie. It was awesome. It was great. And then we went to Australia, and then we partnered with Annika Bell. And if you know Annika, she does, I mean, it's in her name. She does everything with bells and whistles. So we rented out a $12 million mansion, and it was like the craziest thing. We literally ate on $500 Versace plates. So I only bring that up because we always, every single event, no matter where we are, we always want to top it, you know? So I don't know what we're going to do, but all I know is it's going to be special. But I want to ask everybody to lean in to the Club Epic and run with the game because it is what we all want. Who here wants more people going ultimate in your team, for example? And who here wants more teammates in your team as a whole, too, right? Like we want all the above. Those are the key drivers that we need in our business anyway. And just know that you will be celebrated, you will be cherished and everything. Okay. And I'll put one last thing too. Those with vision in this phase of business will win the best. What helped us grow in chapter 1 of Partner Co was we saw the promise of what could happen, and others did not. The ones that saw the vision and hoped and expected that things would land at the right place in the right time were able to win big. And here's just a truth and a principle about success. If you wait until everything's perfect to get started, you will always miss the boat. But how successful people get successful is they say yes, they tell the world, and then they figure it out along the way. And guess what? It always works that way, right? Alyson's nodding her head. Okay. So that is going on there. So everyone across the board, I'd encourage all of us to lean into Club Epic. So take a look. We put this in the featured section. This is on boards. Really get yourself familiarized with the assets that are here. But if you go to our boards, we have updated basically all of our boards with stuff. But in the Word Movement boards, if you go under the promotions and campaigns, then in here, there's the Epic promo. And there's a bunch of cool flyers and a bunch of cool templates and a bunch of cool things. Okay. I do want to play one video if you guys don't mind. Okay. This will be for the North America one, but I'm telling you, if you're not excited about going Ultimate in 8, this will get super exciting. And just if you're going to Macau, just know we'll have something really cool as well too. But has anyone here been to the Epic Universe? Has anyone been there yet? Okay. Has anyone heard of it prior to us launching it? Paula, you went? Oh yeah. Paula, do you mind unmuting real quick? In like a sentence, how did you feel about Epic Universe?
So Epic Universe is different than Disney World in that there's like the rides are more intense. It's just it's epic. Everything's just bigger and more intense and just more heightened. It's more, I would say, an amusement park for, teenagers and up versus something that's for smaller kids. So if you're looking for a park, to have like more of an adult type atmosphere, there are areas there now. When I was there, it was several years ago and it was right after they first opened. But there are areas there now that they do have some areas geared more for some younger kids. But it is the bigger rides, bigger, better, type of rides. It is epic. It's a perfect name for it.
I'll share with you a video so you guys can see how this is. It is a part of Universal Studios. That's absolutely correct. And it is epic. That is the best way to describe it. So let's play this real quick because I'm telling you, I'm not the biggest amusement park person, but when I saw this, I'm like, dang, we got to find a babysitter for Jaden that day because okay, I'll play some of this because it's like so fun. All right. And all right, here we go.
Beyond this gate, find gardens green and epic worlds to fill your dreams.
Yeah, it's pretty epic. Anyone just want to jump out of your seat and just go right now, you know? So, oh my gosh. How cool is it that we can win that? And by the way, if we're going to Macau, Macau has all types of epic things there too. So we'll find something really fun, but that's cool. That's cool. And you remember you get rewarded that by going ultimate and enrolling 8 people with 200 points each, and you're there. You get 30,000 lifestyle credits you can redeem for a ticket there, among 2 gala tickets and so many other things there as well too. Okay, so with that said, Vanessa said it's not fun. It's not far from Disney Hong Kong. Let's go. Yes, which was a beautiful. We went there. It's beautiful. Okay, I think we might do that. All right. Anyways, we're gonna do some amazing things. That's why you want to be a part of Club Epic, because there will be a recap video of people at these events, and it's going to be screaming, smiling faces. Imagine rubbing shoulders with top leaders and execs. And then what you don't want is, oh, I could have been there. You want to be like, I was there. So I'm throwing up. Yes. Oh, yeah. And Becky said, you get also what Partnerco is going to do is they're also adding an extra VIP experience for those that qualify for the Epic Universe at there. So it's not just going to the park, but they're going to have an exclusive VIP experience for those two. So everyone in the park will know you're that special too. Okay. So with that said, if you want to go diamond is what it's called, which is the highest level of Epic Club, put an 8 in the comments below because our goal is we got a lot of cool things there, right? So with that, the question is how do we do this? Most of us here are ultimate, and if you're not, let's get you ultimate. All right, let's figure it out. But I'm going to assume the harder part, if you want to call it that, is enrolling the partners. Well, we have not one, but now two people that have already hit Club Gold. That means they've enrolled 4 people in one day, guys. Like, not like what is going on? So, and if anyone here has already enrolled somebody since this weekend, put that in the comments below too, because we're all making progress, right? I've heard many teammates already enroll somebody as well too. I just got, yeah, one for Pam, awesome. I just enrolled somebody. I'm like, I'm in a race now. So I'm gonna bring in Miss Alyson Brittain first. It can be partners and customers, Katie. It can be both of those. Adela got one, Paula got one. Congratulations. Miss Alyson, I don't know how you did this. You were just traveling in Northern California and then you got back and you're selling and moving in a home and all these things. And where do you find the time to get 4 people started? Tell us some secrets. What are you doing that's working?
First of all, I am terrified of rides. So you know that the excitement to get to this thing is all about just the experience. I'm going to take one for the team. I'm going to get on that ride somehow, some way, and I probably will throw up. But looking at that, it just scares the bejeebies out of me. But anyway, so I came back when we come back Sunday, and
Yeah.
I was going to sleep in on Monday. And then I woke up to see the 9:15 call and what was happening. And I jumped out of bed, and I love a good challenge. And I was like, it's on. It's on. So, I mean, as soon as I heard it, these kind of things, I think, back when we were giving away the jackets and all those things, it's like, just give me something to run for. And I'm like, okay, I'm there. So I was so excited. And I immediately heard, the first thing I heard was make a list. So as soon as I got off that call, I made a list. And I think I had 15 on the list. And I just started writing names. I didn't overthink it. I just was like, who's currently a great customer but not a brand partner? Who have I talked to that was curious about the drops? Who reached out to me about the drops? But maybe life got in the way, graduation got in the way, Memorial Day got whatever. And I said, who is on that list? And I started going down that list. And do you know it's in the ask? It's in the ask. If I don't open my mouth and ask, is this something you'd be interested in? It's never going to happen. So I got out of my own way. I got out of my comfort zone, and there was 4. 2 have been great customers. 2 had inquired about the drops, but never said anything yet. So that's where I started. I just called them. And you know what? Every time I asked the question that was in the boards, let's take the 2 customers. I went to the boards. I found the script that said, "Hey, congratulations on your amazing results. So exciting." Because one of them said, "I've lost 8 pounds. My husband lost 14, and that was just in the first 2 weeks." So I sent this. She goes, "Oh yeah, I think I want to know what that looks like." I was like, "Okay." I mean, it would, y'all, if I were to overthink this, it would never happen. But I just sent it. And that's exactly what happened. To all 4 of them, the messages that I sent, all 4 of them said, yes, I'd be interested in looking at it.
That's a key thing. We have not because we asked not. And I love this because already I'm getting ideas. That's the place that I would start with too, because it's the best, the easiest sale is somebody that's already been sold. So who here has a customer in mind, at least one, that's had a positive experience, but has not yet become a partner? Put a one in the comments if that's the case. Like, there's many, right? Awesome. So homework today, I would think, is send them that question, call them, message them, whatever that it is. Okay, and that was all it was, Alice. You just asked that, and they're like, sure. You just started conversating.
They said, yeah, sounds great. And I went, that was easy. We overcomplicate it, guys. We think we have to come up with this elaborate, keep it simple. Just ask the direct question. Either they're going to say yes or no. That's it.
I love that.
And it's not a reflection. I don't take it personal if they say no. I go, great. Just we'll continue to be a great customer.
There we go. Love it, Alyson. Sweet. I'll probably bring you back up in a bit for another tip as well, but that in itself is a gold tip. Tracy, did you send them a video? We have the rest of the steps. Just follow the board's verbiage, whether you communicate it, call it. I know, Alyson, you're big on just getting on the phone and having a conversation, because no matter, and I think it's a key thing, use the scripts. The scripts are there to help. The videos are there to help, but ultimately, you know what closes is that conversation that you get on after they watch something. Could be a live call, could be an in-person thing, could be whatever. But you want to make sure you have that conversation. You hear their goals, you're asking the questions, and then you just get them started. It's like a normal, organic thing. Alyson, I'd expect that you don't force people to do anything. You're just talking and leading them, right?
No, and I just don't want to throw out a video if I don't have any idea if they're interested or not. I just want to ask the question if they're open to it. If they're open to it, then I want to have a conversation, and then I'll, maybe if it needs to be a video, but I want to create that relationship first, and not a video relationship.
There we go. I love it. I love it. And one last step I give here too. If you're in doubt of your closing ability, then what I'd encourage is this. Hold up. I just realized we have our interpreter. I am so sorry. My bad. So if we're not certain about our closing, the more upfront you can get with the prospect, the better. Get on a call, schedule a three-way call, three-way chat, whatever that it is. I was on the phone with Jody Garner out in, she was in Bali and Singapore and all these places. Just got back. She reached out to a mega influencer, and this person, she asked, like what you said, Alyson, she was open. And Jody's like, hey, can I do a three-way call with you, James? I'm like, sure. So the three-way call, and this person literally has been on TV. This person's like a mega influencer. It's like, great. So whatever, when you feel like you're in doubt, get on a three-way call, get on a chat, something, but get into a conversation is the key. So Alyson, thanks so much for that. All right, cool. Next up, and this is when you talk about someone that just does the do, Fran is absolutely that person. She's that ninja assassin. She just puts her head down and makes things happen. And when I saw this, I'm like, what? She is absolutely awesome. But Miss Fran, are you able to share some at all? Let me find you real quick. Are you still there?
Hi.
Oh, there you are. Okay. And let me pop you up here. Representing Team Hawaii. Come on, let's go. So Fran, walk us through. When you see something like this come out, how do you go about making a decision?
My stomach gets really tight when I hear like how Alyson said, like a challenge. My stomach gets tight, and I'm like, okay, I got to make my list again. I got to go reach out to like same like Alyson, customers, people that liked my post, people that I would be not too forward in saying, hey, like, are you open to check this out? So I actually made like a list of people that I wouldn't reach out to, but I know that would possibly be good. So two of them that I reached out to, I actually did a presentation because I babysit, right? I babysit. So when the kids were napping, I had a presentation, and Winter came on and helped me, and both of them joined yesterday. So that was good. But And then I had two
Well, so
more
let's go back to
today.
this one. Let's go back to this one. So, wow, you're fitting it in the nooks and crannies of your day, which is awesome. So, were these people, were they customers already? Did you expose them already? Or like what level of exposure were they at?
These two were just my nieces, and they love to go on social media and share. So I just kind of like, I was like, oh,
Ah,
Mako was like, oh, they would be really good to do this, honey. So I reached out to them, and then got them to the presentation.
okay, so
Just so
here, so
happened
let's go here. So, okay, so these are fresh prospects. These are like
these two are fresh.
so these are people. So yeah, so you have one which is converting a customer to a partner. You're leveraging the discount, but then also saying, like, hey, do you mind sharing? Others are just straight, hey, when I'm thinking about expanding my team, who has the skills that I would love? And you're thinking they're on social media, they could, they're ambitious. You thought about your niece. Okay, that's cool. Give us an example of how are you approaching someone, especially their family, right? Like, I don't know about you guys, but family's scary to me because they're close and they can
Very
judge.
judgmental.
So how did you approach them to even invite them to be open to taking a look? What did you say?
I just kind of reached out and said that, oh, Auntie just loves all you guys posts. We can't go out without a day watching them. And me and Maka, we can't. We see them every day posting, sharing, and it's just like they make you smile. So, I just kind of shared that, and then I just asked like, oh, you think you want to listen to like a little short presentation? Only I told them only like 15-20 minutes, of
Mm,
your time. So they actually kind of fit me in the schedule. So I was like, oh my gosh, I got to make sure the kids are like sleeping at this time. And then, I put the AC on, I had them sleeping, and then I did my thing, and winter came on and helped me. So it worked out
wow.
really good.
Wow. There we go. So we talk about the three C's of inviting, right? You compliment them, you create context, call to action. That's exactly what I'm hearing from Fran. You compliment them on exactly what their strengths are, which you did, called that out from them. You gave context. You're like, hey, we're doing something, blah, blah, blah. And then call to action is in this one, you set up a Zoom, you set up a call with a third party, winner's awesome. And then you're like, all right, let's go do a quick presentation. Right. And there it is. And both of them got started, which is awesome. Wow. That was simple. Were you surprised almost that they actually got started?
Kind of, because at first they had their notepads, and then, they had questions, and they just were like, I was like, do you have any questions? You can ask Auntie whatever. And they just were like staring at me, and which is like, what stood out to you? So they kind of told me what stood out, and then I gave them some time to think, and then I reached out like a few hours later.
There we go. Come on. Awesome. Perfect. So you have a converting customer to partner. And then who here are some people in mind? You're like, I love them in my business. Right? Put me in the comments if you have someone in mind. You're like, that'd be great. Yeah. Well, what I love, I think the difference maker of what I hear from Alyson and Fran is where I might be scared to just reach out. They're just like, what is there to lose? Let's just go talk to them, right? You don't know. Like what Alyson said, if you don't ask, the answer is always no. I love that, Fran. Awesome. Any other tip?
I would say just go with your heart and don't be afraid, because like you're never gonna know unless you try. So there's a lot of times like I'm like, oh shoot, I'm kind of a little bit shamed to ask them, but
Mm,
they're either gonna say yes or no. If they say no, at least you tried. But
mm.
sometimes they say yes, and I'm like, oh my gosh, she said yes. She's gonna listen to our presentation. So you never know.
I love that. I love that. Awesome, Fran. Congratulations once again. We're so proud of you. Let's show tons of love for Fran in the chat and Alyson and everyone else that's making headway here. There's going to be so many more as well too. So, how awesome is that? This is the season to expand. And guys, I mean, we might not do four in a day, but we might do four in a week, four in a couple weeks. Like, but are we doing the same actions that they're doing? And yes, to Katie's question, that's you, you're like reading my mind. That's exactly where we're going next. So we want to give you opportunities to be able to bring prospects to. There's a lot of them. I know in Australia, for example, Barbara Cox Lovesey is doing a big road tour that I hope we're leveraging and everything in the next month or so. But we're also doing every week, we want to create an opportunity as a team to do a prospect facing call. Okay. We always live stream these also into the Drop Revolution, our prospect group. But also we like to create live opportunities. And we want to make them very impactful and very relevant as well too. So Thursday evening or Friday if you're in Australia, we're going to be doing, and I'll post this up very soon, a reset challenge call. And what we decided was this. Now in North America, we have a body balance challenge that's launching June 1st, which is super exciting. Grand prize winner, trip for two, all expenses paid to Disney World. Can you imagine you went to both Disney World and you went to Epic? Like, what a week. That's a crazy week, right? But also we can have customers win that and everything. So I just love our leadership. Right before this, Danielle Zheng was doing a great mastermind with Becky. We were chatting with Alyson earlier today, and we're always thinking from what we're seeing happen, how can we make things better for our customers? How do we make sure that your lives and all of our lives are easier? And right up until this call, we came up with a really cool refined idea. And we all know Danielle Zheng has poured. She said, get this, guys. She's made 900 recipes in the Drop Revolution. Did you guys know that? Like, wow. It's a lot of stuff. And by the way, too, what I love is, and I know our Aussies, like I know Vanessa, Jody, they're actually working even on some Aussified, is that a word? Aussified types of recipes too. Collaborate with Danielle. And like, we want to support a global community. North Americans who here would love business in Australia, for example, and Aussies who here would love business in North America. Like, so we want to make sure that we're constantly supporting all of our different communities, but work together. So I'd encourage you, if you're not already, Vanessa, Jody, Janina, work together with Danielle. Let's collaborate. Let's go figure out how to put it all together, you know? So as long as you tell us that we're not going to have, oh my gosh, what's that really bad tasting Aussie paste that is like famous in Australia?
It's Vegemite, and it's
Vegemite.
great.
It's great. If you have never had Vegemite, when you go to Australia, I will promise you it's a life-changing experience. So, anyways, so what we're gonna do is we are gonna create, and we'll talk more about this on that on this prospect facing call. We're gonna relabel our prospect call health and prosperity call because we'll either talk about health or prosperity or all the above. And that is a mission statement of Partner Co, right? To power health and prosperity around the world. So it's not just drops purely all the time, but it's everything because we have so much software, right? So with that, on this next call, we're going to be talking about supporting people in this new community. We want to launch a customer community so that we know that who's ever in a group are paying customers. Right now, we love the Drop Revolution, but it's a little bit confusing because everyone's in there. And now because it's so good, literally everyone's in there, right? All of Partner Co's in there, which is great. Like when it's hard to keep a secret in network marketing, okay? Now it's hard to keep it closed because we don't know who they are. So imagine we had a paid customer group where we can vet who goes into this group. Just like a WordMoon Facebook page, we know who's in that group. Predominantly are our partners because we know their ID number, we know they paid, we know, and we can be very specific. But imagine a paid customer group and you could actually have precise coaching from the best of the best of the best. And we knew everyone in there was a paying customer. Imagine you had someone like an Alyson Brittain, who's phenomenal with customers, supporting the group for all of us, together with all of us, right? Imagine wisdom from everywhere, and we're just pouring into that. And we're going to do fun campaigns, and we're going to be able to give extra goodies, and we're just going to make it the most poppin', most amazing group where our customers are getting the best support, love, and experience and results. Okay? Drop a lemon if you're excited. Exactly. You're going to love that. Lulu the lemon. You'll find out more about what all this is on Thursday. You know, unless Danielle, if you have anything you want to chime in on before we talk more about it on Thursday. Anything on your mind you want to chime in on?
I'm just super excited, and I've been in just this major creation mode, you guys. And this is going to be, I guess the word is, epic, right? So I'm really excited for this and can't wait to share with everybody. So I think this is going to really change our businesses and take it to the next level and just really give everyone the experience that that we know we want to give them, right? So it's going to get them the results. So yeah, I'm super excited to roll this out and to see what comes of it. I know it's going to be epic. That's our word.
Yes. 100%.
Yeah.
Yes. So come on to this call. You can bring your prospects and customers onto this call. We will talk briefly about the North America Body Balance Challenge. But what's great about our customer group, it's meant for any paying customer. So we're going to be using this as our support community. And then things like a Body Balance Challenge we'll mention because it's great to have. And we're grateful because that's Disney World, stuff like that. But the main work that we're going to do and service we're going to do is within this actual paying customer group. So we'll talk all about that. We'll talk about why people are going to get results. We have Daniel Singh on here. We're also going to have Matt Alf because Matt, he won the last Body Balance Challenge in North America, won an all expenses paid trip to Maui. But he did that because he followed the programs in place that Danielle put together to the T. So we know that whenever we have a challenge of any type, this team always produces winners. It's been this way since literally the dawn of the Slenderize program. And it will always stay that way because it's in our DNA. Who here wouldn't mind winning a challenge, by the way, too? Like, why not? Why not? So Thursday in North America or Friday morning, use that opportunity. This will be posted into the Drop Revolution shortly after this call as well. We'll also put the replay in there too, so that you can do exactly what Alyson and Fran talked about, putting somebody in front of a presentation. By the way, we will upsell people to become partners in a very respectful, non-offensive, weird way, where people will get off the call saying, I might as well be a partner and I might as well share this because I'm missing out. That's how they're going to feel at the end of this call. All right. So with that, I think that's all the major things. North America I mentioned. The reason why we're doing this call, so this weekly call, this Team Huddle, we're calling it, is going to be super important. This is going to be the one time, and I want to encourage all of our leaders here. I'm calling you all leaders. This is the time that I'd love for all of us to combine our forces and bring our teammates onto this, because we can really talk team specific things. We'll make sure people are onboarded and equipped and you're highlighted and celebrated and all these things. Next week, what I want to do on this call, we'll have the weekly recognition ready. So I actually want to share the recognition of title advancements and the club epic and all of that. We want to celebrate a lot on this call. And we can do that if our teammates are on here, right? So we want to take full advantage of that. This will be the one point that we can really connect. We'll do breakout rooms at something. We'll have fun, okay? So that's there. The rest of the week, all of our markets and teams, there's many different things that are happening, right? Australia's picked up with all their weekly calls. They have a lot of great support. North America, Monday through Friday, we have the North America IPA call, which anyone can be a part of at any time. And they're also replayed on Todd Rowland's channel. But make as many of those as possible, because I'm telling you, the more events you're part of, no matter what they are, the more closer you and your team are to the fire, no matter what they are, the better and higher rate of success that they're going to have. Okay. So be sure to plug into those communities and then do your best to plug into this one as much as you can as well too. All right. Any questions, comments on anything before we call this one a day? So fun. Wifey, did I miss anything? Is anyone grateful for Becky, by the way? Like, if only you knew the work she does behind the scenes, being pregnant, running as a mom. She helps make sure that I don't veer us off track and into the dumpster. She is so good at being effective with direction. I'm so grateful she's willing to put up with me because she's so good, and all the collaboration in her team is wonderful. So awesome, guys. Yes, Jaden has Becky's vote. Okay. Awesome, guys. Okay, so with that said, we love you all. Alyson, congratulations and thank you. Fran, congratulations and thank you, everybody. So appreciate you. Feel free to mute yourself and have a great one. We'll talk soon.